go to RogerHollowayHomes.com.
Guys, we're going to examine lot 198 today here at Cresswind Wesley Chapel, but I think we need the help of a certain real estate dog. Excuse me, sir, are you licensed in North and South Carolina? All right, Jack, come on down, son. We want to see what you think about this lot right here. By the way, guys, if there's any interest, I want you to give us a call, 704-345-3400. Well, this lot is probably one of the most amazing lots that I've ever seen. And you can, because it's sitting on a cul-de-sac, and this is the house next door, you can reasonably assume that there's about a 5-foot right there on the side yard to the lot line, probably, maybe a little bit more. And then on this side, what do you think, Jack? Have you got your measuring tools? Then on this side, the same, probably about 5 foot out from where you see that corner. So what does that mean? There is not just that where the lot line is, but there's also an easement that goes back to where that drainage pipe sticking up. We'll take a closer look at it. So basically from about here to about here, it fans out. There's of course some side yard aggregate setbacks, and yet we can, if you're interested, if you're a good candidate for this lot, but we're going to take a walk. I was out here yesterday. Jack, let's go walk. I was out here yesterday, and I couldn't believe how cool this was. It reminded me of Darien Province in Panama, where I was on a mission trip so many years ago. Now again, guys, to put it in perspective, guys are getting ready to put that green board up. Look at all the green behind. Look at all the trees. And notice that even though it fans back and it's a large lot, there's a strip right here that is part of an easement, meaning that the utility people can get on it and repair whatever's needed whenever, however, wherever. Now let's just turn back around. Jack, I don't know how you view this. I know you're ready to get into the woods, but again, notice where the foundation of that house is. Notice where that house is, and this lot, 198, lies in the middle. Now you're probably thinking, hey, I wonder how much this lot costs. I don't even want to tell you. I can't believe how much it costs. Is it a lot? Yeah, it's a lot. However, it's one of a kind lot, and I'm just going to tell you, if you are in the $800,000 to $900,000 range, then you can afford this. Now, we had a client yesterday who asked about putting a Sydney, even though it's a large house and a large lot, they have designated this for the collection where the Madison is basically your largest home. So for a Madison, just all maxed out. So again, this easement, just imagine that strip of land. But again, this lot just fans out so beautifully. The reason Jack and I came out today just to really give you a good look at it, is because I was mesmerized yesterday. Jack and I were riding in the convertible, and so I got to go back today and really take a closer look. So in other words, what's going to be back there? Well, that's common open space owned by everybody, and you get to enjoy it all year. It's crazy. Now, how far that lot comes back, I don't know. Probably could reasonably assume it's about the same as where that erosion fence is on this side, and you see the erosion fence over there. So you can reasonably assume that probably right about where that car is. I'm not a surveyor, nor do I play one on TV. Jack, you used to be a surveyor, didn't you? So, you know, you can reasonably assume that the back of that lot is about here. Well, what's all this? Common open space owned by the neighborhood for you to look at 365 days a year. So this is pretty magnificent. And we can get you details on how this ties into the flow of storm sewer water, getting it again away from the houses and out of the street, so to speak. You see some water pipes here, and you know where they've got piping ready to go. It goes down. That typically, to me, in my world, Jack, you want to weigh in on this at any point? Signifies that you've got water back there. But look how gorgeous this is. Can you imagine sitting out on your back patio, Jack, and just listening for the wildlife and just responding thereunto? Wow. So guys, I would welcome you to give me a call at 704-345-3400. I don't normally do it like this, but in the course of serving one of my YouTube subscribers, now he has eliminated this lot. You know, it is disappointing on one level that you can't put the nicest house, or the biggest house rather. My wife loves that Sydney. That you couldn't put the biggest house, you know, on a huge lot with all this space in the back. On the other level, if you're an, you know, $800,000 to $900,000 buyer, you're going to get a lot of nice house, and you're going to have a back patio space that equals mine. Mine's magnificent. And if you're a subscriber to my channel, you probably already know that Jack and I are residents here with our wife, my wife, and his little sister. We love it here, and we enjoy sitting out on the patio looking at everything as well. And Jack right now is on a little jaunt and enjoying coming all the way back here. Man, this is just like unreal how cool this is. So I hear your question. Are you sure there won't be another house here? It's common open space owned by the neighborhood. There's another one of these drains. I will tell you this relative to drainage. Having lived here for 6 months, I have been very pleased with the way that the developer has got water running away from the house. And you know, there's a 48-hour rule typically, or maybe it's 72, that if water's standing for longer than 2 or 3 days, at that point they're going to have to address it from a developer point of view. Where are we going, Jack? We're going for a walk in the woods, aren't we? Look how far back that is. Oh man, it's hard to find a lot like this in a subdivision. Now again, I'm not on the lot now. I'm behind the lot in the common open space. I know I'm belaboring the point, but Jack and I needed an excuse to get out of the house. Let's go back, boy. You like it back here? Of course you do. Of course you do. We got some cool videos of Jack walking some different trails in some different neighborhoods. And so there again is another, I've got the erosion fence coming all the way back here. There is another one of the aforementioned drains. Oh, now Jack hears something. What you got, boy? Let me hear that low growl. Let me hear your low growl, Jack. So that drops way off over there. You know, it makes you wonder why they didn't try to find a way to use this space, but they did use it. They use it for common open space. A lot of times in a municipality, here in Union County, and I know Weddington at least, they used to be, you got to build on a 1-acre lot, and they would often negotiate with the planning commission to say, okay, we're going to have smaller lots, but we will leave X percentage of space open and natural. Some of that has to do with impervious, make sure the rainwater can get all the way down. I can't believe we're all the way back here, Jack. Look at this. So obviously the topography dictated some of this, but wasn't it smart to leave these trees? And I assume they'll be left. And then you go down here, and that's where you've got probably a pit that's accepting water from the storm sewer system. You see another one of those right there as well. So man, this is amazing. Imagine the wildlife, Jack, that lives back here. What do you got? What do you got? There's no chicken bones back here, Jack. The construction workers are half a mile away. So now we're making our trek back. And if you're still here with me this far, you either really love Jack or you really love this lot. So again, I'm not telling you the price of the lot, could go up or down, and it's inconsequential. That Madison house is state of the end, and we'll show you some tours of Madison's. The one you built could be configured differently. There is a Madison going up right next door. And the tax records will show once they close that it is in a similar price point. So that's what you can expect to spend. Now we can find you some nice, in fact, we've got, I don't know, several of our YouTube subscribers that have built along that tree line down that same street. Shout out to them, great choice. This particular lot is ridiculous. So guys, I want you to give me a call, 704-345-3400. Press 2 for Jack. You still on line 2, Jack? Are you still on line 2? I think you are. All right, guys. Cresswind Wesley Chapel. It's the one to beat in the greater Charlotte area. Right now they have several homes for sale in the 600s. Quick move homes. We'd love to help you. If you want to build from dirt, we'd love to help you. We'd love to have you as neighbors. Ain't that right, Jackie boy? All right, we'll see you in the next video.
Go to RogerHollowayHomes.com.